come to your life. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. 'Cause everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Metricon gives you freedom to get more of what you want. More space, more light, at the price you can afford. Power 103.1, Ballarat's leaders in local. Listen anywhere you go on the free iHeartRadio app. Your news now.
Hi there, I'm Mack with your local news first. Regional Victorian home prices had the greatest fall of all markets in July, and Ballarat hasn't remained immune. New data from PropTrack has revealed growth in Ballarat home prices dropped 1.52% for the quarter, sitting at a median of $556,000. Home prices in regional Victoria were down 0.63% in July, sitting 1.54% lower year on year. Ballarat-born Kate Tawney has been appointed to a new senior role fostering integrity in journalism. She's the new director of the Constructive Institute Asia Pacific through Monash University. Ms Tawney has previously held roles including ABC News Director and CEO of the State Library of Victoria. Her family has ties to Ballarat law firm Burn Jones and Tawney. Over 140 people from across the state will be heading to Ballarat this weekend for the annual Spirits Victoria Association conference. Victorian distillers produced over 2.6 million litres of pure alcohol in 2022, with the industry contributing nearly $3 billion to the state's economy. Part owner of Ballarat's Kilderkin Distillery, Chris Pratt, says the impact of the cost of living crisis on the industry will be a main topic.
We all are aware of it and exploring different ways of raising revenue. We're moving much more into providing experiences, but it has an impact, and we have a panel session specifically on business resilience and getting out the other end and how to communicate effectively to promote your products, to promote what else you're doing.
To sport, and the AFL and AFLW Premiership Cups are on their way to Ballarat next week. They'll be at Rebel Sport in Grenville Street from 4:30 on Tuesday, accompanied by Brad Sewell. Sewell went to Ballarat High and played for the North Ballarat Rebels before going on to play 200 games for Hawthorn, including 2 Premiership Cups. That's the latest in your local news.
Papel. After being praised for the Matildas' success in last year's World Cup, coach Tony Gustafsson has now been sacked following their failed Paris campaign. The Aussies eliminated after losing 2-1 to the US. The Prime Minister is warning Australians in Lebanon to leave now before it's too late, with tensions in the Middle East rising. It follows the deaths of a top Hezbollah commander and a Hamas leader in separate strikes. Anthony Albanese says anyone planning on going shouldn't. New South Wales police are looking into gas as the cause of death of a couple found on a yacht, with officers noticing an odour when they boarded the vessel last night. Homelessness is more prevalent than thought. A Mission Australia survey of nearly 20,000 young people has found nearly 1 in 10 have slept rough in the previous year. And the National Gallery has handed over nearly $10 million for a painting by French impressionist Paul Gauguin. The Blue Roof was painted in 1890 and is the first of his works to become part of the Australian public collection.
Brought to you by D2E Gym. From Delacombe to Wendouree, you're never too far from a D2E.
To sport, Brisbane defender Ryan Lester is preparing to play his 200th AFL game against St Kilda on Sunday. The 31-year-old admits he never thought he'd reach the milestone.
But it's just a byproduct of hanging in there long enough and having a career that goes long enough, and eventually I've got myself to this position where I get a bit of luck along the way.
In NRL, the Sharks will fight to stay in the top 4 when they take on the Bunnies this weekend. Round 22 kicks off tonight with the Tigers and the Cowboys. That's the latest in news and sport.
Power FM weather. Thanks to 40 Winks, serious about sleep.
For the rest of your Thursday, partly cloudy. Tomorrow on Friday, patchy morning frost and becoming cloudy with a minimum of 1 degree and a maximum of 12.